Good morning. My name is Clark Neely. I'm a senior attorney at the Institute for Justice. We're here today to announce a lawsuit challenging a Virginia law that requires teachers to get permission before they can speak to their own students. In Virginia, it is a crime to teach people how to teach yoga unless you have the government's permission. We're here to challenge that law and to tell the government that it may not dictate to teachers how they teach their students and which students they teach. I'm proud to introduce my colleague, Rob Fromer, a staff attorney at the Institute for Justice, who will have a few comments, and will then turn it over to our two clients in this case who are here today. Rob, take it away. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you, Clark. As Clark mentioned, today the Institute for Justice filed a federal lawsuit challenging Virginia's unconstitutional regulation of yoga teacher training courses. In Virginia, you can teach anyone anything except how to earn an honest living. Under Virginia law, anyone can do yoga and anyone can teach yoga, but you have to get the government's permission in order to teach people how to teach yoga. That law makes no sense. Furthermore, the high costs involved with complying with Virginia's vocational school law imposes severe costs on small businesses. Applying means you have to pay a $2,500 application fee, fill out hours upon hours of government paperwork, and submit your curriculum for approval by Virginia bureaucrats. For many, these costs can be the difference between continuing to teach and going out of business. These costs and this law put real people out of work. And beyond that, the vocational school law is unconstitutional. Teaching, after all, is speech, pure and simple. And under the First Amendment, you wouldn't have to get the government's permission before you made a yoga DVD or wrote a book or magazine article about yoga. And likewise, the government has no role in making you get its permission before you teach a yoga instructor course. Our clients should not have to face the prospect of thousands of dollars in fines or up to a year in prison simply for teaching people how to teach yoga. To get a little more detail about how this law affects them, I'd like to introduce two of our clients in this case. The first is Suzanne Leitner-Wise. Suzanne is the president of US1 Yoga Teacher Training. She's been an instructor since 1999 and has been recognized both in Great Britain and the United States as a yoga teacher trainer. Suzanne?
Thank you. I just want to say ditto to all of that. Agree with everything he said. I just really like to let people know exactly what yoga is. People have a very strange conception of what it is. It's really self-awareness. Yoga is a study of the self through direct experience. And you simply can't put regulations on that. It's just daft. It's just a ridiculous idea to have somebody regulate something that's part of your daily life, like breathing and sleeping. So we're just here today to let everybody know that we're against what they're trying to do, and to say that, you know, sometimes you're the pigeon, sometimes you're the statue, and in this case, I personally don't want to be the statue.
Thank you, Suzanne. Our second client here today is Beverly Brown. Bev is also a yoga instructor. She's been she's been a yoga instructor since 1999, been practicing yoga since the mid-80s, and with Suzanne, teaches a yoga teacher training course at US1 Yoga Teacher Training. Bev?
I also agree with everything that Rob and Suzanne have said this morning. Yoga is first and foremost an oral tradition. It has been passed down word of mouth for thousands of years by sages to their students. We continue that tradition at US1 Yoga. Teaching yoga for me is both an honor and a privilege. Students practice yoga to continue their journey on the path toward enlightenment and or to become teachers themselves. I remain committed to teaching yoga to anyone who wants to drink from that cup that has been passed down from ancient yogis for generations. For me, teaching yoga is a fulfillment of my purpose, or dharma. More state regulation means less yoga. Thank you.
We'd be happy to take any questions that any of you may have, and Suzanne and Bev will be available also for personal interviews after the press conference, but we want to thank you all for coming out. Thanks.